Good evening. Hello. How's my beautiful butterflies tonight? Well, I came out this morning and Miss Audrey said, Ms.V, I want to talk about dating. So here I am, waiting on y'all to get up in the building. How's it going? What y'all doing tonight? I told you this is Friday night for me, so I got plenty of time, sugar. So come right on in. I'm on StreamYard. Y'all are here. Okay. Hey, Miss Joy. Hey, Tasha T. What's up, Kevin? Mr. Green is up in the building. Jersey Girl is back. Hey, Miss Carolyn Tottenham. This should be an interesting live. Where is Miss Audrey? She's the one who wanted to talk about dating. I didn't want to talk about no dating tonight, but I'm here at the request of her. So I guess we being a little bit older, seniors, when is it too old? I got questions. I'm coming out with questions. I'm in the business of I could be dating if I want to. I haven't found anybody that I really want to get serious with and go out and just, be hanging out dating. Like I always say, if I could find somebody that just want to be friends and hang out and go to events with me and dinners and movies and watch football and all that kind of stuff, then that would be pretty cool. But I'm not seriously involved. I want to get involved with anybody. But I have questions, and the questions that came to my mind when I thought about this is, when is it too old to date? Do you get too old to date? Or what are you looking for in a man today? Um, because it's going to be different now. If you are in your latter years as a senior, the things that you may have been looking for in a man when you were dating when you were younger are going to be much different now. When you were younger, you were out there looking for probably someone to have children with. You wanted to think about that too. Good genes, a healthy person, a working person, nice looking person. But is that important to you now? What's important to you now? Let's discuss it. Hey, LaWanda, how you doing? What's up, Sting? So y'all start dropping your comments and let's talk about it. Because I really don't know. She just said, let's talk about dating. She really didn't get into no details of what she wanted to talk about. And she has not. There she is, Miss Audrey. Tell me, sugar, do you want to come up on the panel tonight? I'm on StreamYard. So anybody who wants to come up and talk tonight, you can hide behind the screen if you want to. If you don't want to, show your beautiful face, you don't have to, and let me know and I'll drop the link. Y'all know I don't come on StreamYard that much, but tonight I'm walking around in here trying to get it together and I didn't feel like putting on clothes and all that to come on live. So I'm behind the scenes tonight. You in here, Miss Audrey, what you think? Talk to me. You want to talk about this. And let me know if you want to come up tonight. Anybody that wants to come up on the panel, you are more than welcome. Okay. So Miss Audrey's starting it off. Y'all hit the like button as you're coming in. This should be a lot of fun. I definitely don't want anyone with any major issues. As in baggage. Is that what you mean, Miss Audrey? No, ma'am. I love my seat right where I am, please. Oh, well, I thought you wanted to talk about dating. What do you want to talk about then? Did I misconstrue what you said? Because that's what I came on for. Oh, what's up, Princess? Princess, you're in a different age group. So you're in that younger generation. You in that 20, 30, 40 thing. Okay. So how do you feel about dating? You are recently a divorced woman. And what would you be looking for in a man now? You already have children by your previous husband. So would you even be thinking of dating this person to become one, to marry him? See, I got questions for y'all. Y'all want to talk about this? What's up, Bama? We talking about dating over here tonight, Bama. Any age. I can't say any, whatever your opinion is, it is your opinion. So drop it in there and let me hear it. If you want to come up on the panel, I've already said, feel free to let me know and I will drop the link for you. Okay, Sting is saying that's not fair. When I have a topic, I go on the panel. Oh, talk to Miss Audrey. She the one out in the chat, and she has said she want to talk about this thing, but then all of a sudden tonight, she talking about she okay right where she is. That's confusing me like I'll get out. No, ma'am, I love my seat right where I am, please. Now I'm waiting on her. And you right, Sting, you want somebody want to talk about insurance, and Miss Audrey pushed you up here on the panel. She did that, and you came on up and we discussed it. Yes, we did. Hey, Carla, how you doing, Carla? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I came out here thinking we were going to talk about dating tonight, but I'm waiting on Miss Audrey here. I'm happy being single. However, every now and then company is welcome. Okay. I do not want to talk about dating. Oh, you do want to talk about dating. I don't want to come on panel, Miss V. You don't have to, Miss Audrey. So keep expressing yourself in the comments then, and everybody else that's in the comments. Okay. So what do you want to know about dating, or what do you want to tell us about dating? Because I'm a widower, and I've had, I don't even want to call it a date. I met somebody. It didn't even get to a date. I didn't really care to be involved with him from the beginning. And he just didn't have the qualifications that I was looking for in a man that I wanted to get serious about, or even go out and try to get serious about in dating. It just, he wasn't appealing to me. And I told you, I don't care for short men. So they kind of like turned me off right there, which ain't nothing wrong with them. That's just not my cup of tea. Okay. I'm moving on down. I'm looking for comments here. Sting say, that's who I'm talking to, Miss Audrey. Y'all are miss. Sting, I will be at your birthday party tomorrow. That's the plan. Okay. I got the invitation today. I read it. And since it's at a bowling alley, I'm thinking it's gonna be very casual, so I'll be there. Okay. Um, Sting, go up on the panel. Let's talk about it, says Misty. Misty, why you can't come up on the panel and talk about it? Anybody can come up on the panel. See, that's why I don't like to do panels over here, because y'all don't never want to come up anyway. Mm-mm. Bama up in here, she loves to be up there on the panel. She ain't said drop the link. I have no fog in a dating fight. Forget that. Okay, so you ain't interested in dating at all, Bama. Is there a reason? Now I know I've caught enough of your lives to know that you do have I think he's paraplegic son, which probably takes up a lot of your time. Plus, I don't know if you work, but I know you have a YouTube channel also. So I could see where you might not be interested in nobody at this time in your life. It makes sense to me. Carolyn says, my definition of dating may be different than someone else's definition. So, what is dating? Now, I can only give you my definition of it. Okay. My definition of dating would be meeting someone that you may or may not know. Maybe you were introduced to that person um, by someone else. And it's no different than when you were in your 20s and 30s. Y'all see if y'all have something in common. Y'all may set up a site to meet. What else you can do? Go out to dinner, go to a movie, um, go to an event together. I don't know. But it leads on to a better understanding, getting to know that person, and just start dating. And that's my definition. You either gonna like them or you're not gonna like them. But I think it's more involved in a senior my age dating. I'm not fixing to even talk to nobody that don't have their own. Because I don't want to uh, have a person that's looking for me to pay part of the bill, going Dutch. Oh no, we don't. I didn't do that when I was young. I'm damn sure ain't gonna do it when I'm old. That's not gonna work for me. Okay, you got to have your own place. You need to have your own everything. Just like I got my own everything, you need to have your own everything. Don't even come in here thinking about you gonna move in with me. Oh no, baby, you cannot do that. A man needs to have his own place. At what point are you gonna have it if you don't have it over 50? Then you can't come over here talking about you finna date me and you still up in there with your mama. Now it's different if you over there taking care of your mama. Okay? But no, I got standards. Sting is saying she's a widow too. She most definitely is. Okay. Bama is laughing. What you laughing at, Bama? I'm on the real, girl. I'm trying to get through trying to find out what are y'all looking for if you out there a single woman or a widowed woman in the dating game. Because dating has changed. Dating ain't like it used to be. You know, in the past, we met people in the clubs in our younger years. We met people at picnics, at parties. We were introduced to people. That ain't the way you date no more. Most of the time you find somebody now, it's online. I ain't into that online stuff because I don't know who I'm talking to. I ain't never met them. I ain't never seen them. I done heard some horror stories about uh people not even being who they say they are. If I can't see you, I'm not interested in dating you. And then I'm just telling you what y'all, we talking about this. I'm telling you my version of what I'm gonna do on a dating site or whatever. First of all, I'm not going on there. Uh-uh. Miss Audrey said, I'm 65, was a widow, and now divorced. Men 60 and older can be a mess as well. They don't change. They just get older. They still got the same mind. If they haven't changed who they are, if they were kind of a mess, as you call it, when they were younger, ain't nothing gonna change about them. Probably get worse, if anything, because they got more experience. Not tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, I'm thrown off. I know it's Saturday's thing. Wear all black. Okay, I got that. Okay. Bama. Well, drop the link. Oh Lord. Okay, Bama. Give me a minute. Let me get it together. They always trying to push me up on the panel. But you can come up too, Sting. It's all good. Okay, I done forgot how to do this. Hold on. Let me try to get it again. Okay. Okay, that ain't it. Hold. Okay, I keep knocking myself off. I got to stop doing that. And I told you I need to use it more frequently, but I don't. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying. By George, I did it. Okay. Start a comment. Okay. Let me see what else. All right. There it is, Bama. It took me a minute. It always does. Okay, here we go. Let me go back up because I missed some comments. Okay. Hold on. Let me find out where I was. Let me see. Some people came in while I was trying to um okay, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, China B is in the building.
What it do?
All right, girl. That's Belma. Belma is in the house. She gonna talk to me. Let me go back up and find these comments, Belma. Keep talking while I find them.
What I'm gonna be talking about?
We dating. Hey, that's why you came up here, Belma. Now don't be
I,
acting like you don't know what you talking about.
I
Uh-uh.
said Ms.
First of all,
V
let me ask you this, Belma. Do you mind telling how old you are?
49.
49. Oh, that's a good age. You're just leaving young and you just getting into that middle age.
You heard
Yeah.
you heard me.
Okay.
I ain't no sucker for nothing.
So have you been married before, Bama?
Heck no.
Okay, so Bama says she ain't never tried this and ain't you don't sound like you want to try it either.
I love the little singleness of myself. I done been in a lot.
You cutting out, Bama. Bama. We lost Bama. Good evening, LaWanda. How you doing? I don't know what happened to Bama. LaWanda says respect and how you treat me. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have no problems with you opening the car door for me. I like that. And to be exact. I really do. Okay, because I had missed your comment. Where are you, Bama? You may have to drop back down and come back in. Okay, going to the next one. I'm happy being sick. However, every now and then. Okay, I read all of that. I'm going on for it. I don't know what happened to Bama. I was trying to find where I was before I left off. Okay, I was with Carolyn. I think I had passed Carolyn, and Sting was a widow. Miss Audrey. Okay, Bama coming back up again. Okay, where is she? There she is. All right, there we go, Bama.
It always be some foolish heart call me when I'm
Oh, so you got a phone call and knock you off.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
So, Bama.
what I was
Okay,
saying,
let's get back to it. You say you had a lot of relationships, but you've never been married. So, do you not want to be married?
hold them up now, cause I was coming back to say when I said a lot, I said excuse me, I meant, what I'm saying, ain't no a lot, but it's uh, to be married. How I feel, how I take it. It takes a lot, and you have to have your soulmate, a perfect person. You know what I'm saying? You can't come into somewhere to where these are my feelings and my opinion. Don't hold me
Okay.
to nothing that I'm saying. I feel like if I'm going to get married, This is a person that very well know me. We laugh, we cry, we talk. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't want to get to know nobody. So even if it's a person in my past, that come back around and we have that same energy, then yes. But I meet new people. You don't know these people. You don't know their past. I'm done with that. I don't want to meet nobody else.
You
Mm-mm.
know, I truly understand you when you say that because, first of all, I got too much to lose and I can't go back and pick up the pieces of what I've lost fooling with somebody who full of tricks and games. I ain't got time for that now. I'm not
Absolutely
going down like that.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to each their own. A lot of people can do, what they want to do and feel how they want to feel. But in my Maya, you didn't walk past me. Hold on, hold on.
Miss Joy is saying no online dating for her. Me either, Miss Joy. You don't know who them people are behind there. They step out there and have somebody else's picture up there. You think you got a very nice looking man, tall, dark, handsome, or whatever color you might be choosing, and he say he got this and he say he got that, and you meet him and he ain't even got shoes that look decent. No way. Um. Hello, everybody entering the chat says thing. Memberships are available. I can't speak. Super chat, super stickers are available, and super thanks. Thank you, Sting. Miss Archer said, I had a friend. She was dating this man in his 70s. How old was the woman, Miss Audrey? They had been dating for about 6 months. She thought he was sincere and busted him cheating with another woman, a younger one. There's old men out there these days. I'm finding they do want younger women. Why? Because they don't have to give them as much. Why? Because younger women can be manipulated much easier than an older woman. You're not going to play that game with me. Oh no, you're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. You ain't gonna come in here and lie but one time, and when I catch you in that lie, you gone. Uh-uh. But yeah, I can believe her that they be out there cheating with one Viagra. Hey, Miss Vanessa, how you doing? Okay, hold on. Sting is in the building. I'm adding her to the stage. Hey, Sting,
Hello, hello, everybody.
what you got to say, Sting? Talk to us.
I don't know about this dating thing.
So have
I
you
think,
dated any since your husband passed thing?
yes, and I'm still single, so that tells you something.
Tells me a lot. You on the same page. And by the way, Sting will turn 65 on Saturday and we'll be having our birthday party. So now you know what age she is. We got a 49-year-old up here. We got a 65-year-old and a 70-year-old up here. So we can all express our opinions and I'll be looking at y'all's opinions in the chat. So if you were to find a man now, Sting, what kind of man would you be looking for?
Hmm, that's hard because I'm looking for a lot of things, and mm, for one, you got to be trustworthy and loyal. You got to like being at home, like I do, and not in the streets. And if we are in the streets, it's you and me holding hands like it's supposed to be. It's just a lot of things. And I think that's why it's so hard because, it's a lot of things that we require as we get older,
Yeah,
because like you
you're
said,
correct.
the young girls, all you got to do, oh, he got my nails done, he got my hair done, and then 2, 3 weeks, he on to the next one.
Right. And then they look at the car he's driving and the house he's living in. But that don't mean he gonna treat you right. And that don't mean you gonna ever get up in there.
Exactly. Like I heard today. And that's a prime example. Chrissy and Jim Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they had been engaged, had been together forever and engaged forever.
Right.
Okay, so they broke up and he done already married somebody else.
Because she was already in the picture all the time. You see
Mm,
that also with a lot of people who lose their spouses. I know people who have buried their spouse and had been together for years, and they hopped up and got married before the woman was cold in the ground good, or the
yeah.
man.
So that lets you know right then that well, he didn't want all those years you wasted. He didn't want to marry you in the first place because he didn't just up and marry this woman off a drop of a dime.
Exactly. It can't be. Okay, to just is saying, I think it will be, she'll be ready in about 2 years. And what she's looking for is a grown man mentally. Yes. A man that
Mentally,
puts God
men-
first. I
mhm,
also need mental health assessment, criminal
mhm.
financial history. Yes. You don't want to go get nobody that's got all that bad stuff you just named, bad health, a criminal history, and ain't got no finances. And you trying to come up in there, and you already got a family and you're doing fine by yourself, and then he come and mess up everything again. You would be through with men completely.
Exactly, but I've only dated since my husband. I've only dated two men. Like I said, you know, you see how that worked out. Still single.
Right?
Mm-mm. Cause for one,
Okay, to just is saying exactly all those qualifications is needed, maybe every 6 months laughing. Yeah. And I think the longer you stay with them, you'll be able to tell because they're gonna slip up. They will.
oh, exactly. Because I was with my husband for 22 years before he slipped up.
Some people can hold it down a long time hiding in the closet, but eventually, if you open up your eyes and the pattern is changing. They're not coming home at the same time anymore, or they're staying out later, or they doing more weekends away from home, or they don't ever take you out. They don't ever spend the time with you. And they
Oh,
used to.
oh no,
Uh-uh.
ma'am, no, ma'am. I told you, mine was a narcissist. He was bold with his. He would call me and tell me, "You might as well get mad because I ain't coming home tonight." He didn't hide nothing. He told me point blank to my face.
Huh.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Wow. That's good, Ms.V. My meaning of dating is in the same plane as what you described. I just like variety and definitely no clingy persons. No, not at this stage. You, whatever you've been doing, you can keep doing it. We dating, so let's make a date to do whatever we gonna do. But you ain't got to be calling all day, and you ain't got to be knocking at the door and ringing the doorbell and all that. No, go on about your business. Mm-mm. I'm not judgmental, but I do have a bar that has to be met. You know why? Because you are retired and you got your own. So therefore, you don't want to have anybody that doesn't have their own.
And
They
oh, and
need to be
that's the part
50-50.
that get me like the last one. Oh, he thought he was finna move up in here with me. Oh no, sir. No, you're not. It don't work
Well, that
like
would
that.
be a sign right there to me. If you got to be thinking you dating me to move up in here, why do you think I need you up in here when I'm fine up in here by myself?
And when they was talking, can you hear me? Because I dropped my
Yeah,
phone.
yes.
Because I was hearing when I was backstage, somebody had said something about, yeah, what did they say? Oh, they said something, and I said that this is my point, and I think you said it. If you can't do more for me than I can do for myself, I don't need you.
Exactly. What do
You
I
got
need you for?
yes. If I can maintain on my own, you got to be able to take me a level above that.
Because you got to understand, it's not all about in the bed. It's not about sex at this point. No,
Es- Especially at our age.
no, it's not.
Mm-mm. No,
To
ma'am.
just as saying there is no perfect person. Hey, Valencia, good evening to you. So glad I caught you live this evening. As you know, I've been working on my house. Hope everything is coming along beautiful with it. I'm almost done. Great, Valencia. What a great topic. How do I get on a live stream? I have it in the chat. Valencia, let me see if I can do it again. And then you can come up on live. You can keep talking, Sting.
And like we were supposed to have talked about it before, being in a narcissistic relationship, it might start out all good and fine, and he didn't show his hand right away. Because like I said, we was together for 22 years, and I should have left him at year 15. Because I always say I should have left you 7 years before I did.
So what made you stay on?
Because the same old, I was raised without a father.
Okay.
And well, we were raised without a father. We had something else. That's another story. And I said that I wanted my kids to have a father.
Okay.
But when I did
So your
leave him,
kids were not grown when when he was there.
they were okay. They were like this. When I finally left him, my oldest was 19, my daughter was 15, and my baby son was 14. So they were teenagers. They knew what was going on, and I never talked bad about him to them, and because they were old enough to make their own decision whether they want to be in his life. You know,
Okay.
so they
Okay.
were teenagers, and one was grown. He was 19. Hmm.
Okay. Now I'm trying to pin this while you talking, and now I can't do it again. Keep talking.
And so, like I said, shoot, 1984 hit, and you know what hit after that? The crack epidemic. And I call her that white girl because whenever anybody asks me what happens to my marriage, I tell them I did not leave my husband because I did not love him. I tell them I left my husband. I didn't even leave my husband. That white girl took him away from me. And they be like, "Oh, you let a white girl take it?" No, baby, I'm talking about that crack cocaine.
Get it straight. Don't get it twisted.
I'm telling you now, cause I don't think there's a woman out there alive that could have took my husband. You know what I'm saying? We was together for 22 years, and then after I left him to the day he left, took his last breath, he's always wanted me back. Cause they always they know when they f up.
That's true. Okay, Valencia, I have it pinned. All you got to do is touch it, and then it'll show me you behind the stage, and then you can come up.
Ms.V,
Yeah, they know.
I had this man giving me his whole Social Security check trying to get me back.
What? What the hell was he living on?
The only place he could stay and stay sober, a church organization for. Be nice, Dorothy. I said. I don't care, y'all. My government name is Dorothy. Okay, I don't care. But he was living in this place called Victory House. It was for men like him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he didn't really have much to pay. He just had to pay his little dues and stuff. And the birds come around. He called me. Okay, I'm on my way. Shit, go pick it up and go back home.
Wow. Okay, I have a comment here from Miss Carolyn. She says, I do have preferences in physical attributes, but I will explore unknown territory sometimes. I am too advanced in age to play seek and find. A soft background check is in order, and height is you. Okay, Miss Carolyn, and that's important to her. Just
Yeah.
is laughing about the Viagra, and I have the anybody who wants to come up, I have the link pinned at the very top of the page. Okay, Miss is saying yes, Ms.V. I have too much to lose for someone with lies and manipulations and games. And like I said, I don't see them getting any better when they're older either. What is your experience on this thing?
Oh no, no better at all. like I say, to me, they get worse because they done chased all these little young girls around. Now they done got old and falling apart. They want to find them a nice old lady and settle down so she can be saddled with him for the rest of her life, taking care of him. No, ma'am.
I wish Miss Margaret was home so she could come on. She's at choir rehearsal tonight. But when she started telling me about the guy that she was talking to, I told her then, I said, that man too old for you. You may be old in age, but your mind is not where his mind is. You're very active for your age, and you get up and you move around. That man ain't gonna be wanting to move around, I say, and then you got something else to consider. Older men tend to get sickly fast, much
Mhm.
sicklier and than women do at the same age. And
E-
are you wanting to be a nurse for the rest
mhm.
of your days here? Because I don't. That's
Exactly.
never been my profession.
Exactly. Out of the three that I just mentioned, my husband and the other two after him, my husband was the oldest. One of them was 9 years younger than me, and the other one is 6 years younger than me. I'm
Okay.
like,
Okay.
okay,
How do y'all feel about that? The younger man at an older age. How young is too young and how old is too old? I'm 70. I don't want nobody that is 75, 80 years old. That's just all you doing is taking in somebody else's problem to take care of. And that is
exactly.
exactly what happened to Miss Margaret. That man started having all kind of issues and stuff. I got to take him to the doctor. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I let her tell her own story, but she found out a lot of things that they just weren't going to be able to compromise on.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. Because, like I said, when they out there and they can get about, they chasing these little old young girls that know ain't gonna do nothing for them, and then when they get all broken down, they want to settle down with us.
No, no, go on about your business. Miss Carolyn says, I am 75 and still very much alive. Everything is working in good condition. I know that's right, Miss Carolyn. And you don't need nobody breaking down on you when you still got a life.
I'm telling you, and then that don't make no sense. If you still got a life, and then you settle with somebody that can't help you with that life, if you know what I'm saying, then what good is he?
I think my last husband, before he passed, we were perfect for each other because when we were dating, when he was coming down to Houston to see me, he would come down once a month. I would go up there once a month. We did that for a whole year. And he just, when he came down the last time, it was right before Thanksgiving. And I told you, we went to the casino and he asked me, how far do your folks live from here? And I told him, I say, shoot, we got another 5 hours. He say, you feel like driving? And I was like, yeah, we going to my house. He said, yeah, I want to meet your folks. He just went on in there like he had been knowing them all the time. And I had met his people in Baltimore. His sisters, his brother, his mother, and everybody. His children, I have met them all. So when he asked me in front of my people at their home. And I was like, are you for real? And he said, I'm asking your older brother since you don't have parents. And my brother told him, hey, she been grown a long time. She ain't never, ever had to come to me for nothing. Whatever her decision is fine with me. I think that you're a very nice person. You're very capable of taking care of her. And that's y'all's business. And it went from there.
Hmm.
Hey, Royalty Queen, how you doing?
Yeah, that's my story. Went like this. Before I actually married my husband, I turned him down 3 times. We didn't break up or nothing like that. I just wasn't ready to get married. And then when I was ready to get married, as a Christmas present to him, we got married on Christmas. That's the reason
Okay.
why. That's the reason why I say my anniversary is coming up, because my anniversary is Christmas.
Wow. Okay. So just as saying, I will also provide everything I am asking for. No games here. Okay, Princess. Miss Carolyn wants a God fearing man. I think at this age we all need a God fearing man, because that second husband, I don't know what happened to him after he came out the service. Before he went into service, it was all about God. When he came out the service, he was a whole different person. Never wanted to go to church. Me and the kids going to church without him. I don't never want to be in another relationship with a man who, I mean, don't go to church but for a wedding or a funeral. No. Mm-mm. And he
Mm-hmm.
had narcissistic behavior also. So that definitely, if it had not been for the kids, I would have been gone long before then. But I could not see myself taking in his son, finish raising him, and I still had my daughter there. So I put up with it until they were gone. But I do probably 10 years before. Yeah, you providing everything. I ain't got no worries. I have a beautiful home. I'm riding in the car I want to ride in. I basically do what I want to with my money. I buy the food in the house. I take care of the children in the house. He took care of everything else. But it wasn't love on my part or his part. We had
Exactly.
gotten together and we were just together. That was it, and that was all.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's what I'm saying. You know, even though me and my husband were together all together almost 50 years, because our oldest son will be 47 in January. But like I said, we was together for 22 years, and I think we were separated longer than we were together. You know, and I don't know. It was just a mess. It started off good, and
It was
I
the
don't know.
same way here. He knew I loved to travel. So when we first got together, I'm talking about the second one that I divorced. He went everywhere. I mean, he didn't really like traveling because he always said, I've been in the service, I've traveled all over the world, and I'm not really that much into traveling. But if that's what you want to do, I'll do it. That lasted for about 2 years. And then it was me saying, let's go here, let's go there. And it was almost like he was struggling to do it. Why do you want to sit up in this little old town and not go anywhere and just be with the same old people all the time? And I was like, okay, whatever. Miss Carolyn is also saying intelligent second, and these are two musts. The rest is negotiable. Okay. All right. Royalty Queen is saying, wow. Tajista is saying, wow. Yeah, it's true. I don't lie about nothing about my life. I don't have to. Uh Now that was rude and disrespectful, says Miss Joy. Wow. Love the topic, Miss V. Okay, Vanessa. Thanks to Miss Audrey. I thought Miss Audrey was coming up, but Miss Audrey said, I'm gonna comment in the chat. And Miss Audrey saying, what if you had a friend and their wife, girlfriend died? It's been a year. Then began flirting with you. Would you date him? I wouldn't, because you were my friend's husband, boyfriend. Okay, I kind of feel the same way you do. I think he would be too much like family to me. If that had been my friend's husband, I don't think I could date him either. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how anybody else feels, but I kind of feel the same way you feel. Um, Miss Joy, yes, Miss V, I'm retired and don't have time for the foolish. No, I don't think any woman who's gone out there and worked for her livelihood with a man or without a man, and you get to this age, 50, 60, 70 plus years old, and it's just different now. I don't even think about it. I really don't. I mean, I have so many other things that keep me busy until I don't really sit down and, oh, I wished I had a man. Now, Miss Margaret and I are friends to the end. Been friends a long time. She's just the opposite. She wants a man in her life. I don't. I don't want him holding me down. No, I
And
don't want to have to come in the house in the evening and cook. I don't want to watch when I don't want to watch. I want to just take care of me at this point.
and see, I think I'm at the point to where I want a man, but I don't want him here. You know,
You want an out of state man
I'm not talking about out of state. I'm talking about here. I think I
at
just
your
want to.
home.
I don't want him at my home. I don't want him around me. Period. I just want to be able to say I got a man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow! Wait a minute now. Hold up. No,
You
I
know,
don't understand that.
he gonna
Okay.
he gonna be there. You know, whenever I need him to
When
be
you
there.
want him there.
Yes, he gonna be there when I want him there. Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I don't want him here. Just when I want you here. When I say, come over, come over. Then when I say leave, leave.
I got you. Okay. Um, Miss Audrey's agreeing with you, Miss Joy. She said exactly. No foolishness. We don't have time for that. We done been through all the foolishness in our younger years. It's a serious thing now. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And as we can see from all the people that's passing away left and right, time is too short to be wasting.
Okay, now Miss Carolyn is going back to what Miss Audrey said when Miss Audrey said that her best friend passed away and the man is flirting and he's trying to talk to her. Miss Carolyn feels that it's okay. There's no harm in it. Okay. All right. Hey Shatika, good evening. How you doing?
Well, when you put it that way, it could be because there have been movies where the wife has been passing away, and she has actually asked her best friend after she passed to marry her husband.
There, I know one lady, she was very young when she passed away. I used to do her hair in a beauty shop. She had cancer and she knew she was passing, but she actually set up a friend of hers with her husband, and
Hmm.
they did get married after the lady passed. And I'd never seen or heard of that before, but I actually know this lady did that.
And I'm gonna tell you why they do this, because they know their best friend wants the best for them and their family, depending on how long they've been best friends. And she knows that she's leaving her husband, and if she have kids, in good care.
Now she
Then,
did have two small children, and I feel that you probably are right because she wanted her children taken care of, and she knew the best friend would do that.
and you don't know what just some random woman gonna do. You know.
Right. Valencia, if you want to come up, tap on the link that's up at the top of the chat. Just tap on it. It'll show me you're in the studio, and I can bring you up. Miss Audrey, Lord, I can't be no cougar, and I'm not supporting that man either. I can't do that. And I don't want to try to raise nobody else's child. Because you start getting one and he's 40 and 50, I'm 70. That's a child I could have had. He's
No,
probably not mature enough for me.
no, you don't date them. Whoever said that, you don't date them that young. You date them at least 5 to 6 years younger than you, and at that age, they should be stable.
Right. Miss Carolyn is saying, no, Miss V, I definitely prefer a younger person. I was 10 years younger than Calvin. Miss Carolyn's husband has also met his demise also. I married him and he was 19 and I was 29. That ain't that much difference, I don't think. I don't know, but at 19 and 29, you were probably much more mature than him, I would think. Now, if you talking 59 and 69 or 69 and 79, that ought to be basically the same age when it comes to maturity, in my opinion. 00, good evening. How you doing?
Yes,
He
ma'am.
passed at
Exactly.
43 and I was 53. I didn't realize he was that young.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
Miss Carolyn. Hmm. I was in Baltimore when that happened. I had married my last husband, and I wasn't around when he passed. I think the last time I saw him was just before the last storm, big storm we had. 00, we're talking about dating over here tonight. I'm married, Ms.V, have been for 48 years. Oh, wow, Vanessa. Married my high school sweetheart.
Congratulations.
God hand us helped us through it all. Still in love, and we gets on each other's nerves. He is a provider, and he doesn't drink. Oh, that is wonderful news. I just don't think that I met the right people to have stayed there 48 years. Uh-uh. I never saw, even with the first husband, us being together a lifetime. After about 2 years after my daughter was born, I guess, I never saw it
Well,
because
I'm
he was 4 years younger than me, and he was not as mature as I was.
I'm the opposite. If my husband hadn't have got on crack, we still be together today.
That would change everything because
Yeah.
he's after that white pony or that white girl, whatever you want to call it. Nothing else matters. That stuff is that addicting.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And I'm not gonna say he didn't love you, but he didn't have time for you.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for that, truly, me and my husband would still be together, getting ready to celebrate 50 years.
00 says she's late on the subject. That's okay. Just chime in, baby. Whatever you want to discuss or whatever you want to say, feel free. Um, and Miss Archer's congratulating you, Vanessa. That's a lot of years. You coming up on your 50th anniversary.
Hmm.
Miss Joy is back to the foolishness. Miss Joy says she ain't putting up with it. I feel you, Miss Joy. Vanessa say, smoke, Lord, I prayed for. The only thing is he will not attend church, which I hate so bad. I didn't like that either. I hated getting up on Sunday mornings and you laying there in the bed snoring when I'm trying to be quiet to go to church, when I feel like you should have been already sitting there dressed like the last husband was. He always could beat me dressed and would go downstairs in the basement, turn on the TV or the radio, and he sit there patiently until I got ready. Never complained, but we went every chance we got. Somebody's in the studio. Hold on. Valencia.
Now she done dropped herself down.
Kick myself out again. Hold on. Two people in the studio. There we go. You in there, Valencia? Say something. No, she's not.
No, she not. I don't see her.
I don't see it either. It says edit name, kick from studio, ban from studio. I don't want to do none of that. And I'm hitting. Oh, Valencia, she got to turn her mic on. She's muted. Valencia, turn your mic on. Somebody tell her to turn her mic on. That's what's wrong. I can't bring her up because her mic is off. When I click it, it's showing me that her mic is muted. Maybe she'll hit the button again. Audrey, you and me have the same story. I was married to my husband for 18 years and divorced, but I still have love for him. And he's still, okay, she's trying it again. Okay, Miss Carolyn is here. Add to stage. Okay, Miss Carolyn, you're on. This is Miss
Okay.
Carolyn Allen. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V.
Hi, Ms.V.
Hey,
Hey, Miss.
Carolyn.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, Miss Carolyn, you got the floor while I try to get Valencia up.
Oh, I was just trying to make sure my real face wasn't showing because my hair is all over my head.
No, it's not.
It works.
As long as you don't turn your camera on, you good.
Yeah, we can't see you.
Well, good.
Valencia, try going out and coming back in. It's not letting me add you to the stage. Okay, Miss Carolyn, what you want to talk about?
I'm just going along with the chat and making comments as needed with about dating.
Uh-huh. So at this age, you've made a lot of comments in the chat. Or is it easier or is it harder to find somebody because you know exactly where your bar is set for them?
It's easier. It was easier for me to hook up with the kind of person that I was looking for because I knew exactly what I would and would not take. So
Okay.
if someone was introduced to me or whatever, I kindly let them down. But I knew what I wanted.
Okay, she breaking up.
Okay,
Okay, you okay now?
okay. I had to move the phone.
Sting, you might want to mute your mic. Okay, Miss Carolyn.
No, what I was saying is that it was just easier to kind of hook up with the guys that I wanted to be with or date because I knew exactly what I wanted, and I wasn't ever rude or ugly to anybody that didn't meet the criteria that I was looking for. I just, sometimes you just say, "Well, no, this is not gonna work," or "This is not what I'm looking for," or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
but just a casual going to a movie or going. I like to fish, so I kind of like uh drifted toward guys that had the same interests that I had.
Where do you meet these type of people?
You can meet them anywhere, Miss V. You can meet them at church. You can meet them in the grocery store. And a lot of some of the guys I met actually, me and my daughter would be out shopping or something, and she's a very attractive young lady, and they would be trying to talk to her.
Oh, wow.
Some of the times they would be trying to talk to her and she mama, I don't have nothing to do with that person or whatever because a lot of them were older than her anyway, and then we would get into a conversation or whatever and find out that we had some common interests and stuff. So it's just like a flip of a coin. You just never know where you're going to meet that person.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it harder to want to date at, you say you're 75?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, right now, dating is not a priority. It's not there. Dating is if somebody says, "Well, Carolyn," or I meet somebody, maybe I still go out to clubs every now and then, and if I meet somebody and they might want to have a dinner date or lunch or something like that, and they meet my criteria, I'll say okay and go. But I really don't do a lot of dating now anyway. I have one guy that I've been with for probably I think the last 22 years. We are not an item, but we do things together.
Okay. And that's good. That's kind of what I would be looking for. Not an item, but have somebody that you can do things together.
Right. We share a lot of common interests, a lot of things we do together because we like the same things.
Okay. And Miss Audrey is saying in the chat, I loved my husband. I divorced and still have love for him. However, he was undercover cheater, but never owned up to the truth. He remarried with one of his cheaters. Oh, wow.
That's a tough one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay, this was you when you were in the chat, Miss Carolyn. It says, Audrey, my hair is all over my head. I'm in my PJs. That's okay. You up here. You're up here. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome.
Sting, I understand you. I love that. Yeah, come when you want him, says Miss Audrey. And that's she knows exactly what she wants. And I think if you're gonna be out there dating, you need to know. You don't need to just be out there and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that pull up on you and say, can we go over this and can we I need to know something about you. Okay?
Exactly.
I just can't just say yes. Vanessa saying, right, Miss V, you do get tired sometimes, but if God is in it, no devil can tear it apart. Exactly,
So true.
Vanessa. Miss Carolyn is agreeing with it.
Yeah, very true.
Carolyn, you can do like Sting and Miss V. They just have your picture on. Okay, she's up here. Hey, Reba niece, how you doing? I'm still looking for my Edward, Reba. Reba and Edward announced their engagement over here on my chat, and they're going to get married. For whatever reason, Edward had to take him a little break from social media because he's so polite. Y'all know that from him being in the chat. And he was in Miss Loretta's chat when I actually met him, and he came over to my chat. But I can understand social media. Sometimes you get tired of it. I get tired of it as a content creator and have to take a little break for a couple of days and then come back. So just tell Edward we miss him and we love him dearly. Reba. Miss Joyce saying, Audrey, you and me have the same story. I was married to my husband for 18 years and divorced, but I still have love for him, and he still gave me anything I asked for, and he will give you that now, says Miss Joy. Okay. Valencia, I never did see you come back. Oh, you are back in the studio. Hold on. She's trying. There she is. Hey, Valencia. Uh-oh, you coming in breaking up. Carolyn, can you mute your mic?
Yes, ma'am. Let me find out what to do, how to do that.
It should say mute. It should have a microphone, and then
Can you
if
can
you
you
touch it,
I
it's
muted it.
okay.
can you
Hi,
hear
Miss
me?
Valencia.
Hi, Mrs. V. How are
I'm
you?
good. Thank you for coming
Oh,
up.
I feel like you are a celebrity. I'm telling you, I just adore you. I do want to stay on topic. I'm glad I was able to get through.
Me too. Go ahead. Uh-oh, what happened to my Valencia? Valencia, unmute your mic if you accidentally hit it.
Wow, I haven't touched this thing.
Okay, you back.
Is
I
that
hear you.
better? Am I
Yes.
back?
Uh-huh, you back.
Okay, I said I wanted to stay on topic because I was kind of trying to fix the phone. So I may be a little bit behind in some of the conversations. But what I did want to say was that because I'm single, I've been single for since the pandemic.
Okay.
I made 58 on the 29th of September. So I'm very seasoned and I'm very
It went out again. We'll wait on you. In the meantime, while she's coming back, Miss Audrey is saying, I've had no S going on 17 years, had this severe arthritis and lost interest in it. It might be nice if I met right person, but I'm satisfied the way I am right now. Okay, Miss
Can you
Audrey, but
guys hear me now?
we can
Am I
hear you
back?
now. You're back.
Okay, so what I was saying is that I'm 58, so I'm well seasoned and I know exactly what's going on in the dating realm today. And what I find is that a lot of times us women aren't sure exactly as to what we want in relationships. We think we want one thing, but then when we start to date, we realize
It's okay. You'll be back. We'll pick up where you left off. Bama is saying she's back. Bama, you getting a lot of awful phone calls for somebody talking about you don't want to date. You couldn't stay up on the live because the phone was knocking you off. I don't know about that, Bama, y'all. Um, Vanessa saying, yes, Ms.V, still going strong. Yes, if it's not broke, leave it alone. Nothing is perfect, but we love each other dearly. I am just so proud of y'all, Vanessa. That's a long time. Okay? Congratulations. Reba saying, my parents were married 53 years. I was with my ex-husband for 21 years. I was with the ex for 20 years. Hmm.
Can
But
you guys
actually,
hear me now?
we got you. You back. Come on.
Okay. Okay. So what I was saying is that a lot of times us women really aren't
It's
sure of what
probably
we are
your house
actually
where
looking
you are.
for. It probably is. I've had a lot of construction going on. I got empty rooms with nothing going on. So it may be, I'm going to try to move to another room.
Okay, keep talking.
Is that better?
Uh-huh.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was saying, Miss V, is that a lot of times I think we are not secure in what we're actually looking for. And we put a lot into these relationships when we are the real issue. I think dating is fun. You shouldn't look too much to get serious so right away. I think you should date and
She's having some difficulties. She's remodeling her home. And it sounds like she's got spots in there where she's cutting off and coming back on. So I'm going to read in between. When she comes back on, she can keep talking. Vanessa's saying, yes, thanks, sweetie. Yes, I am. My husband is a man that don't like too many people work and home. Plus, we are ex-military. Y'all are structured then. That makes a big difference. Okay. I'm not sure if Vanessa's gonna make it back or not.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what I was saying is that, I find where a lot of women become bitter based on past relationships and they bring that into the new relationship and it becomes a problem because you got some things that linger from your old relationship and you don't want to let go.
I get what she's saying. She's going in and out, but she's saying a lot of times it's us that's the problem because we really don't know what we're looking for in the relationship. And then bringing baggage in from old relationships is definitely not good. Hello, Vanessa. Vanessa, can you hear me? I have Valencia and Vanessa up here.
I'm
Valen-
still here. Is that better?
I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. You guys, I
Don't worry about
apologize.
it. Just keep talking.
I apologize. But Miss V, you are so sharp because you read right exactly what I was saying. But like I wanted to let the ladies know, don't give up on dating. We are still living, love is still there, and it's beautiful. It is hard, it's rough, it's heartbreaking when you meet someone and you think, okay,
She'll be back. Okay, let me find another comment while she's coming back. Um, Vanessa saying, congratulations. Reba, God is good all the time. And yes, all the time he's good. This is Tajista in here and she's laughing. Valencia, whenever you can come back, come back. Uh, Miss Joyce saying congratulations to you also, Reba. Right, Miss V, that's what you need. Mm-hmm. Vanessa, you were on stage. I don't know what happened. I welcome you, but then you dropped down. If you want to come back up, just come back up. He was in Auntie's chat this morning. He might surprise you in the morning. Okay, I certainly would be happy. Valencia, you back?
I'm here, but I don't
Okay,
want this phone to.
it's just still cutting in and out. Reba, tell our brother Edward we got his back and love him. Exactly. Okay. Hopefully she'll be able to come back in. Because what you're saying is it's I totally agree with it. A lot of times we don't know what we want. And we just jump off into things and then realize way later down the road that's not what I wanted. But you've invested a lot of time and a lot of money, a lot of effort, and a lot of everything into that relationship by that time.
Amen.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, what I was saying is us ladies can't give up on finding love, and dating is beautiful. I just think that you need to take it slow, don't try to rush, and get to really know the person. And if it don't work, it just don't work, but that don't mean you stop right there. Cuz a lot of times us ladies, we really will give up. And if you're comfortable with the way that it is in your dating life, then
Okay. God, I wish her phone would stop bugging out on her. Because I like what she's saying. Valencia, when you can come back, you can wrap it up. And I really appreciate each and every lady who have come up on the live tonight. Um, this is the first time I've ever tried to do a live panel. I never really wanted to do one before, but I really enjoyed this. This is so much fun to be able to express yourself. Valencia, are you there? And Vanessa, if you want to come back, just hit the link and come back in. I have it pinned at the top because I did see you up there, Vanessa.
Okay, Miss
Okay,
V, I'm
Sting.
jumping down.
Is that you, Valencia? Okay, Sting dropped down. Okay, Valencia. Okay, Miss Audrey saying if I was to begin dating again, if the S going to be involved, we both need to go to the doctor and have results. How about you all? Exactly. Y'all know who they been with. They might not even know. Things just happen. I'm dropping the link again. It's not there. Okay, hold on. Let me drop it again. Hold your horses. Y'all know I'm not that familiar with it, but I do my best.
can you hear me, Miss V?
I can hear you, sweetheart.
Oh, you can hear me?
Not
This is Carol.
inside the studio. Okay, Valencia, were you talking?
I wondered if you guys could you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Well, you cutting in and out, really. Miss Carolyn is back up here. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Oh, I had shut my mic off while she was trying to come back up.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to hear what she has to say.
Well, it looks like her phone is not going to cooperate with her.
Yeah, and Audrey had said something about the sex thing. In my dating in these last years and stuff, that's a no for me. I'm leaning toward the sex only for marriage.
Okay.
So there's no sex in my dating whatsoever. It's just the things that we like to do. When it gets to the sexual portion, I let them know up front there will be no sex because I don't condone the sex without marriage.
Okay. Give me some vows or forget it, right?
That's right.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And we each and every one of us should have, like you said before, bars that we set,
Right.
boundaries that we set, and we need to stick to it.
Exactly.
Valencia, can you come back in?
I'm trying, but I know it's a bad can you hear me?
Connection. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, everybody has their own preference in what they're looking for in dating.
Miss Audrey saying she respects that, Carolyn, that
Thank
there's no sex involved without marriage.
Yeah. And that's just one of the things that I horned in on later here. Earlier in life, yes, I was sexually active without marriage after my husband died, but that was just one of the things that I just decided, no, I'm going to honor God on that one.
Mm-hmm. We see life differently, and biblically speaking, we're more engaged, more in tune with it now than we were then. We hadn't experienced enough things back then. I don't think. I know I hadn't.
Yeah,
And didn't know as much about God as I know about him now.
exactly. Exactly.
Valencia, I wanted her to conclude. Sting is saying, at this point, we are too old for sex without marriage. You better speak. You better speak.
And
Mm,
I never really, throughout my life, I never really knew the importance to men that sex plays in the dating game or the whatever, because it just seems like that's all they're interested in.
right. And it seems too to me, looking back, once you did that, then it's like they have conquered it. Then they've chased it and now they got it.
Different
So
game.
what's next?
It's a different game.
It's
Whole
a
different ball.
whole different ball game.
Exactly.
I don't think Valencia is gonna be able to come back in. And I hate that for her because I really was interested in what she had to say.
Exactly. She was talking some good truths there.
Yeah. Valencia, if you can kick back in, just start talking. We can hear you once you come in. See, Ms.V, excellent topic. And I've been just as active in the chat. And you were, Miss Audrey. And thank you for bringing it up to me. Miss Audrey sends me stuff through my email all the time because she know I'm working and I miss out on a lot of stuff. So a lot of times when I come out here, I've told y'all I'm talking about what y'all want to talk about. It doesn't matter to me about the views, and that people want to hear what they want to hear and they want to talk about what they want to talk about. And I'm good with that. So be it. Thank you, Miss Audrey. I appreciate that. And I did get your email today. The last one you sent me. I haven't looked at it yet, but I have gotten it. You got to do where you feel comfortable and I'm satisfied in the chat. Okay. Sting is saying, Audrey, stop it. You got to get on that panel one day. As she will, maybe. She could come behind the screen like everybody else. I'm behind the screen tonight, and I never hard to come behind the screen or use screen yard. I just don't. And that's why I'm not that familiar with it. Okay, so we've been on here like an hour and 19 minutes. Everybody's had the opportunity to say basically what they wanted to say. Valencia, I wish you could come in and wrap it up for us because I really enjoyed your conversation. Miss Carolyn, thank you so much for coming up tonight and expressing yourself, giving your opinions on it, and Sting. And this is going to conclude what we were talking about tonight. Let me see. I have another comment that just came in from Vanessa. She says, yes, and even when you're married at our age, it's just not that important anymore. Love conquers all. Love is shared through so much more than sex. Exactly. Miss Audrey, now if the Iris ever come my way, I will be a cougar. Oh Lord, she talking about that man again. Jesus help me. Yes, Vanessa, companionship. That's more so than anything, I think, for a woman of our age. You want companionship. Somebody to be there to go with you. Not necessarily having to go out by yourself all the time. Having a man on your side sometimes. That means a lot. Great topic, very informative. Thank you, Miss Misty. So that will conclude, ladies. Hit the like button on the way out. Again, thank you, Valencia Sting, and all of you who have come into the chat tonight, Miss Carolyn. I appreciate it, and we'll try doing this again sometime. Send me some topics, and we'll have a panel, and we'll talk about it. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll see each other tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll come out more tomorrow, maybe 10 o'clock, noon, and evening. How about that?
All right. Good night, all.
Good night to everybody. Talk to you later. Much love to you.